Some days. Well, not really, but I came more prepared today for this stream compared to May's stream just a couple days ago. So I have all my Gawr Gura stuff with me and the small Gura plush as well. Um, Gonna get ready to stream my first hololive Oshi's graduation. Who knew that for so long? It's actually finally time. The moment has arrived. The one hololive member with the most subscribers is finally having her graduation today. It's gonna be sad. It's but you know, it's okay. We move on. So um I apologize if you hear like whining or like whatsoever. Um those are my dogs. Uh, oh, I just realized I'm I'm using the wrong mic. Give me 1 second, please. There we go. I should be using this mic. Um, don't mind the background noise. So we just took our dogs back from the groomers, and my dad is actually passed out on the other side of the couch. So if you hear like snoring or whatsoever, that's coming from him. It's been a long day for him, so I don't blame him. Um, Literally the entire day, it was just me and my dad taking our dogs to the groomers, have them, like checked out whatsoever. While waiting, we went to the mall. Me specifically, I went to Round One. If you don't know what Round One is, it's basically like a Japanese arcade that's in the States. So that's actually where I got my this Gura plush right here, and then I also have like the little Gura head too, I believe, or no, do I? I don't remember. It's in my room downstairs. But I'm gonna display that in the future when I talk about my Round One stuff for future video. But yeah. But for sure, I won this one downstairs. I won this one at Round One when they were doing the hololive collaboration. Um, I swear, I feel like people are gonna be like commenting on my stream. They're like, "Oh, the snoring lily is just the stream right now. It's so boring. It's so tiring." I mean, again, at the same time too, I don't blame my dad. I love him, so I want him to rest up properly. So, um, yeah. At the same time too, take care of the dogs as well. Whatever they want to do. Got 10 minutes, so you got a while wait. At least while waiting for that, I when I mentioned that it was at Round One earlier today, getting the or waiting for the dogs to finish up with their groomers. I ended up going to Round One and I played some of the Japanese crane games there, and then I ended up winning these two Miku plushies right here. So I've searched this up online. So this one would cost like $35, and this one would cost around the same or like $30, a little cheaper, I think. But this one's more rare than this one. But when I compared the prices or whatever, this didn't include shipping, right? So in total, it'd be around like what? Like, I want to say like 60, 70 something dollars. This is before shipping, by the way, and before taxes. But when I paid at Round One, I only paid about $55, and that gives me 300 credits. And then each credit you play this game is 14 credits. And so I played up until I got like I think 90 something credits left, and I was able to achieve both of these. With my remaining credits that I had left, I tried going on different other crane game machines because I wanted to win more prizes for my brother, because he's a big fan of One Piece. There was like a Luffy pillow thing that I wanted to get for him, but because I didn't have enough for that day, I just didn't bother. Um, then afterwards, I just played a round of DDR. I got super rusty, so I got to get back to playing that game again. Uh, Jeez. But yeah. By the way, this is going to be uploaded to YouTube, so if you can hear my dad snoring, that's going to be fun. But yeah. So I got these two. for just 55 bucks in technicality, even less. Because like I said, I had extra remaining in my card left, and I just used that for like any other crane games that I wanted to do or play DDR one last time before I left. Um, but yeah, so I won these ones on like the cheese ball machine thing. It's the same way how I got this Gura right here. So if you don't know, so in the middle there's like a little pillow cushion thing or whatever, and using the crane arms, you need to drop it, grab it, and put it in, drop it in the chute. I actually explained in my collections video, my updated collections video on how I won it with Gura. And there's actually a little trick to it, and then you win almost instantly. It's gonna take you a couple tries depending on how strong the crane arms is, but if you get lucky, you could get on like your first like couple. I want to say like maybe 5 to 10 tries. And if you get lucky, even like your first or second try. I know it happened to me and a couple friends too. So the way how you do it is that you get the arm in position right above the pillow or whatever, right? You press it, you just press it, right? And it lowers. But right when the middle of the bar thing touches the pillow immediately, press the button again. And then it immediately locks. Then it will grab and then bring it over to the chute, drop it, and then you get your prize. Of course, it may not be instant, but a couple of tries or whatsoever to get the sweet spot, then you'll be able to get it in a heartbeat. Again, that's how I was able to win both of these. I wanted to do it with more, but again, I didn't have enough credits and I didn't want to pay for any more. So, but yeah, that's how my day went. But now I want to shift focus. Instead of talking about Miku stuff and the crane games, I want to talk about Gura. There's also one thing that I want to mention too. So again, sort of like what I did for Mume stream the other day, I'm gonna be watching Gura stream, giving my reactions, and then afterwards on my hololive graduation rankings, find a place for Gura. Because from where I have Shion and Mume, that probably hasn't changed from the last couple of days. So depending how effective Gura's mini live is gonna be, that will determine the rankings where I'm gonna be placing Gura on my stream. Let's see. In the meantime, I'm gonna let you listen to my dad snore for a bit while I try to find something. Let's see. I had this too. Okay. Okay, that's my alarm for WWE Evolve, but for today, it's gonna be Gawr Gura's stream. There's one thing that I noticed too. So I ended up fixing the comment section, or the chat, I should say. So if anyone decides to come in and chat later on with me, I fixed chat. I hope to God that everything goes through. But like I mentioned, or not, I didn't really mention this before, but I put in my bio that in case if anyone wants to chat, please be respectful of mine and anyone else's opinions in the chat, and make sure that it sticks to the topic of the stream, or whatever topic that I'm going to be talking about as well, so that everything is more smooth and easy or whatsoever. If anyone is caught, spamming, discriminating, talking about politics, anything not related to the stream at all, they will become banned. Okay? Simple, straightforward. So if you're able to cooperate with this during the entire stream, then you guys could go ahead and, just chill out with me for the next couple hours or so. Or depending on how long I'm going to make the stream in general. Because I don't know if I'm going to stay here until like Gura's stream ends and then give my thoughts and then that's it. Or maybe if you guys want, I could also react to the new WWE Evolve episode at the same time too. But there's actually something that really caught my attention the other day. It was from where is it? What was the message? Shoot, I saved it. Let's see. I was trying to find the name because I want to give credits to the user too. I think it was from no, not that one. Crud. I had him and I lost it. What the heck? Oh, here we go. Fartchart 420. Um, he had a suggestion that talked about like upcoming graduations and stuff, and it was sort of funny too because I was talking about this with Caspin, the guy that I run the other channel with on YouTube. Um, and then he brought up something about like predicting graduations. Um, and it was sort of funny too because when Ame and Fauna were announcing their graduation at the time, Chloe too, um, we were talking with each other about like predicting on who would graduate in Hololive next. Um, but of course, we didn't want to talk about it because of like like it's like niche or whatever. But because there's so many things happening in the VTuber community, not just Hololive, but even outside too. Like a bunch of other graduations are happening in other idol industries, as well as Niji Sanji, English. Like Ike Eveland, if I'm not mistaken, is graduating today, quote unquote graduating. Um, and he doesn't even have like a graduation stream. He's just gonna stop streaming. Who else? Matra Khan is out of Vishojo. Um, I don't know if it's like a termination thing or she just quit or whatever, but she's gone from the company. Um, of course, the drama with Cinder. I don't want to get into that. And then there are like other VTubers that are graduating too. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know there are several that are actually graduating in the month of May too. So honestly, this year's been crazy for VTubers in general too. I mean, there's some good things too. Like Kizuna Eye is back, and I'm very thankful for that. Um, but yeah, sometimes the negatives do outweigh the positives, but don't let that get into our heads, honestly. So got about a minute, and then we get to watch Gura's final stream. So let's enjoy it together, shall we? If you guys are gonna be tuning in, thank you so much. Um, oh man, bro, I don't blame you. Um, this is gonna be tough for all of us, honestly, because like I said before, Gura is my first ever Hololive Oshi. Again, I apologize if you hear my dad snoring on the other side. This is still going to be uploaded to YouTube later on, and he's going to be heard snoring in the background. Um, but yeah, um, honestly, we'll see how it turns out for all of us. I'm going to feel very bad too because like I used to follow Gura like almost all the time when I got into Hololive at first I should say, but it wasn't until she started like going on hiatus is like when I sort of like gravitated away towards her and focused more on like other members of EN, like Advent or whatsoever. Um, but times have changed, so um, and although like the most popular VTuber in Hololive is graduating, always just continue to support her no matter where she goes to next. Um, hmm. So be it. Yeah, it is gonna be sad. Don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. I'm just wondering when it's gonna start. It's already past 7 o'clock, so. And I hope that my volume isn't too loud either. I'm just waiting for like something to happen. Hmm. Three viewers, so thank you guys. I appreciate it. Again, we'll just enjoy watching Gura's final stream together. If you need to have a cry, go on and do so. Oh, come on. Of course, it has to play an ad. Sorry. There you go. Okay. Black screen so far. I don't know about you guys. Not even like background music too. It's literally just a black screen. Oof. Oh, one other thing that I forgot to mention too is that I hope they keep the stream up because I don't know if you guys know this. Nanashi Mume's graduation stream got taken down. I think it's because of like music from like Sony, and then they were like going hard on hololive for that. So yeah, I don't know what the situation about that's gonna be. I know that there are some fans that actually archive the stream, thankfully. But the thing is, I don't know if it's gonna remain up for so long. Oh, here we go. Wow, immediately just jumps into the concert. Yeah. Yeah, that sort of scared me a bit. I want to make sure that my volume isn't too loud too. Because in case if the music gets too loud, I don't want to get caught by like copyright strikes or like whatever. Just enjoy the music for now. You can listen to my voice if you want to, otherwise if not, just focus on Gura's graduation stream. My gosh, just watching her feels like you're just watching your little daughter just graduate preschool or whatever. Oh no, that sounds weird. Let's say graduating high school. There we go. I love the sparkles on her eyes. So adorable. Compared to Mume's stream the other day, I feel like Gura's gonna definitely make me cry one way or another. I don't know when that's gonna happen though, so. I mean, otherwise if not, then I'm just gonna smile for her regardless. Oh, 6 viewers. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I just looked down for a second and I just saw like 6 viewers on my thing. Thank you guys. But again, just don't focus on me. Unless if you want to listen to my voice, go ahead and do so, but focus more on Gura. It's her time. I'm just here to yap. Although I'm going to try to make things quick on like intermissions on songs or whatever. Hold on. Let me open up Gawr Gura's YouTube channel real quick on my phone. And by the way, for those of you who are joining me live right now and are wondering what the background noise, my dad is sleeping in the background. That's why you hear snoring. I don't want to bother him. He had a long day, so. Let's see. Store. No. Okay. So cute. I hope I'm able to take this seriously with my dad snoring in the background. I told him he could sleep in his room, but he just ended up passing out on the couch on the opposite side where I'm sitting. That's still not gonna stop me from enjoying Gura's stream though. Indigo the Fox, thank you so much for the follow. Oh man. Yeah, doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm just hoping I don't cry during Guru's stream later on. How are you doing? I should ask that. That's good, that's good. Oh, reflection. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's a special medley. Never mind. I got excited for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I was sort of hoping that Reflect would be one of her last songs that she sings. I wasn't expecting to be part of the medley, so... Oh, yeah, I know it's insane. The most subscribed VTuber is now graduating. That's crazy. Good gracious. Ah. She gave hololive popularity now indie VTubers. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I told this on the same stream when I did Mume's a couple days ago. No matter where Gura, let alone Mume, goes to next, we're going to keep following them no matter where they're going to be heading off to. And like I said too, I've done the same thing with Minato Aqua. I've done it recently with Sakamata Chloe, literally just last Sunday. I'm going to do the same thing with Shion. Again, just keep the trend going. So just support them as long as they're happy, right? Ooh, I like that. Different outfit changes. Honestly, I'd also argue that Gura started an era and Vito kind of kicked. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Because if it weren't for them, I feel like some of the Westerners wouldn't be familiarized with the VTubing scene as it is today. Because for me, Gura was my start to hololive in general. Like Inugami Korone, sorry, Inugami, I can't speak. Inugami Korone was the first hololive VTuber that I've ever saw and actually like subscribed to, but she wasn't like the VTuber that got me into the company and like the rest of like hololive, let alone VTubers in general. That honor literally belonged to Gura. Tokyo Wabi Sabi Lullaby. Oh my gosh. Neuroprouds will hold the most popular VTuber title. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, even to this day, I still follow Neurosama too. For all the right and wrong reasons. Oh my god, Shinkiro. A little part of me wishes that Marin would be singing with her in this song. If Gura continues on Sanzawa, I'd like to see her interact with VTubers outside. Yeah, me too, honestly. That would be amazing. The thing is, though, if you remember Ame's and Chloe's graduation, remember that they said that they technically stopped streaming on their channels in hololive, but they'll be able to come back for future projects, which is why I'm happy they came back as, like, Ame and Chloe. But if, like, management allows them, especially, like, graduated members, to let them, like, perform again I would be so satisfied because I think I said this last time with Mume's stream too. Yozora Mel actually was terminated just like right before Choco Sensei had her concert, and she actually made an appearance in her concert just for that song. If they were able to do something like that, that would be incredible. Otherwise, if not, I'm still gonna respect the decisions regardless. Myth or treat? Oh my gosh. Again, a little part of me wishes the rest of Myth would show up and help her sing the song with her. Then again, if she finishes off the concert with Journey Beyond 1,000 Years, I will cry. That is my favorite song from Myth as a group. Good grace. Myth or treat? Gosh. Gosh, I remember when the song popped off back then, right after they sang their version of Country Roads. Doesn't help hololive is kind of tearing themselves apart because of their own statements, to be honest. Oh yeah, it just depends, honestly. Because I see through both sides, right? Yeah, I see why people would say that they're angry at management because of, like, they're putting on so much work for them, and like because like the actual VTubers can't do what they want to do. I could see that being a reason why. At the same time too, I don't want to put all the blame on management too, because at the end of the day, they're still a company that they need to like follow like rules and regulations too. So because like these guys in hololive in particular, they still gotta run by the idol like industry. So a majority of times it's like them like not only just streaming but also like singing too. They don't really have that freedom to do what they want, which is sort of why I think it also puts effect on their mental health, and especially that if they're not like performing to their best, which would cause like mental I wouldn't say like mental issues, but like problems that they have in their heads or like whatsoever. That's why I sort of like hope that like when they like graduate, they're able to like refocus on themselves and find the happiness that they want. It's the same contracts TV shows get on channels like Cartoon Network, where the people behind the TV show got restrictions. Even yeah, that's the way how I look at it. Because at the end of the day, they signed a contract and they, oh my God, Ash again. Sorry. At the end of the day, they're still contracted to fulfill duties within the company. But once they go indie, they have the freedom to do whatever they want. So a part of me is just really hoping that Gura's next steps, she just does whatever she wants. Whew. My gosh, Ash Again is such a great song. I don't know if this is a hot take. I think it's a better song than Reflect. I love Reflect, don't get me wrong, but man, Ash Again, oh, it just took things to a whole new level. And plus the lyrics, jeez. Good gracious. Dang. Those lyrics hit hard too. Because a part of me feels like this is how she actually feels like her position is currently within hololive. And like her thoughts overall is like her time as Gawr Gura. Ooh. Ooh. Gosh, those lyrics hit so hard. And all is ash again. Dang. Again, this song really hits hard. I apologize if I'm not talking as much in this song. I honestly really like the song. Again, it just really hits hard. And again, for all the new viewers that are watching my stream, again, I apologize for the snoring in the background. That's my dad sleeping on the couch, and I don't want to bother him. He had a long day, so... The rest of the puppies are sleeping too, so I don't want to bother them either. You just have the sound of me, my dad snoring, and my birds chirping in the background. Let alone, like I said, please, if you don't want to listen to me, focus more on Gura's stream. Gosh. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh, I love that. I love that. I'm not gonna lie, after listening to that, I'm sort of trembling a bit. I love her voice. Like I said, I love Mumei's voice when it comes to singing. If not, Gura also has my favorite voice. Well, when it comes to English, good gracious. And now both of them are... Well, Gura's gonna be gone. Mumei's already gone, so... Okay, so I don't want to listen to this. Oh. Don't hit, please. Yeah, me too. I'm feeling it. Good gracious. Oh my gosh, she's the most popular VTuber. I mean, I'm not surprised. How many viewers are there right now watching her stream? Dang! Just only 174k. That's crazy. Dang, dang. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah! Confidence, self-confidence. A part of me is hoping that they still collab at least one song together, whether if it's Journey 1,000 Years or show must go on. Is someone calling shots now that Ame will show up in this stream? Ah. No. That's so cute. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No way. No way. No freaking way. Oh my gosh. Her trident? Yeah, that's probably important. I wonder if this is animated by Kanaaru, because this is really good. Probably. Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful. Oh man, I love that. Oh, come on, don't cry like that. Smile on. Man. Just like that, she's gone. Dang. I still love that they're still playing the beautiful music box version of Shiny Smiley's story. Dang. Whew. It's unfortunate drama had to happen a day before this within the VTuber scene, but this is still, yeah. Honestly, don't let that get in the way that, you know, important moments like this in the VTubing community is more important than what's been happening outside of hololive. Yeah, I think I mentioned this like before my stream started too, or like not before my stream. I was saying before Gura's. Oh yeah, '07 indeed, man. Ha, just like that, Gura's gone from hololive. It's okay, man. Take the time to cry. Like I said, we all had a chance to like experience something sad like this. Yeah, honestly. Me too. On talking about that too. Oh wait, did I miss anything? I accidentally exited the stream. I was wondering if there's like like some sort of like behind the scenes or like whatever. Like she makes like a final or something. But yeah, I didn't really know about like the Cinder situation. I've heard like her quote unquote friends talking about it, especially like Bao and Silver. But at the same time too, um, like for me personally, I don't really follow them as much, but I feel really bad for them because they thought like Cinder was like a friend to them, but instead she just used them. This is why I'm like skeptical of our of not our the VTubing community from time to time because of stuff like this happening, just to take advantage, just so that you can become popular as a VTuber. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to like find that opportunity to rise as a VTuber, but at the same time too, it's always great to make friends with everybody and stuff. It's even more disappointing when she was part, yeah, Vito's group, yeah. It was so hard for me to learn about that too. Actually, when I first heard about Cinder, she was it was through Nuxtaku. But ever since like the drama of like Nux or whatever, I stopped following him too. So that's how I figured out about Cinder. And then of course now with like everything that's been happening with her, controversies continue to arise. So honestly, it's pretty hard for the VTubing community. Whether if you're a fan of hololive, like Niji Sanji, or like even in the indie scenes, V Shoujo, things are becoming harder and harder. I mean, looks what's happened like just recently now. Gura's gone. Ike Evelyn from Niji Sanji is gone. Matra Khan is leaving V Shoujo. There's so many things that are happening, and it's just crazy insane. But like I said, things happen, things change, and then it's their decision in the end. There's nothing we could do about it. All we could do is just support them. And not in ways where you're like bad-mouthing them or making fun of them, but just support them all the way through. Because if they were a part of you in the past, whether if it's for good or bad, continue to show love to them. Like, I hate to admit this, I probably, ever since like what happened with like Selen Tatsuki and the Ike Evelyn situation, alongside with like what else? Who else was part of that? Alira, Pandora, and Vox. I stopped supporting them for such a long time, but you know, you always continue to support them because at the end of the day, they're still human beings. At least the indie scene is growing fast, and it's just going through growing pains where we weed out the bad people. Yeah, 100% true. I was literally talking to some of my other friends about that too, about like the rise of indie VTubers now because of how things are going on, especially in the corporate world of VTubers with their bigger or big talents now, especially with Gawr Gura now gone, is leaving and going indie. Well, I can't say for sure that Gawr Gura may be going indie or not. I'm not saying, but it's her choice. So, honestly, yeah. But I want to go back to indies growing because the freedom they got. Yeah, 100% true. I agree with that. That's why I've been following the past hololive members with their new channels, and who they are now. Again, I sort of don't really want to bring that up here, but in a future stream when I'm just talking about indie VTubers, then yeah, I will bring that up for sure. Because yeah, if you guys know who Minato Aqua's new persona is now, I still follow her to this day. Like I said in the past streams, Minato Aqua is my favorite hololive VTuber. Gosh, I ugly cried for like 10 minutes straight after her graduation, but I was so happy I was able to find her after she left hololive. So again, I'm going to do the same thing with Gura and the rest of the graduated talents that just graduated hololive. But yeah, I did say I wanted to give my takes on where I placed Gawr Gura on my personal hololive rankings from my YouTube video. So again, correct me if I'm wrong from the viewers that are watching right now that tuned in from my Mume stream a couple days ago. Okay, I want to make sure I get this wording right. The way how I did the rankings beforehand, I don't think any of the graduations were bad, right? I just think some have stronger graduated moments than others. So hold on, let me pop up my list again just to make sure I'm doing this right, or I have my list right, I should say. Graduated member. No. Where's my list? What the heck? Maybe if I do graduation description. No, what the heck? Oh, here we go. Graduation with final stream. So, again, if you want to see my full details about like my thoughts on where I placed all of these hololive VTubers in their respective spots, check out the YouTube video that I have on the channel. Oh, thank you so much. Any given chance? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. If you want to see the full details on where I place those VTubers specifically in their respective rankings, check out that video. But from where I have my order placement is that in 6th place is Series Fauna, 5th place is Emilio Watson, 4th place is Sakamata Chloe, 3rd is Tsukumo Sana, 2 is Kiryu Coco, and number 1 is Minato Aqua. But with the more recent graduated members that that just had their streams recently, I believe I placed Shion, Murasaki Shion's, and in the new 4th position. So she's above Sakamata Chloe, but below Tsukumo Sana. For Nanashi Mume, I believe I placed her at number 3 or 3, I think. So she's above Sana, but below Coco. Again, if anyone saw the Nanashi Mume stream, please let me know if I had that right or not. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little conflicted on Gura's stream because a part of me wishes that she could do more, but at the same time too, it did what it needed to do, if that makes sense. I feel like it's gonna be a little hard for me to rank this, honestly, especially like, I know like some of you guys right now might be still coping over Gura's final goodbye after she closed her stream too. I'm not gonna lie, my heart still hurts for her too, but at the same time too, I feel like this graduation could do a little more than just her singing just a couple songs and then that's it. Because after Ash again and she gave like her little like speech or whatever, I thought they would at least do like a group song together with Myth. But I guess not. So honestly, this is just speaking truth too. At least her going was her decision that she thought on. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Where would I place this though? Because at the same time too, like I said, I'm not focusing on like the reasons why they graduated in the first place. I'm only focusing on like their actual final graduation streams. So like what we just saw, where would I rank that personally on my list? To be frank, I thought she'd do more. Like I said, but I'm not gonna lie, I think she's gonna be bumped down a little bit because of that. Because I felt like Mume did a little more that had me hooked in. And plus, at least for her final song, Mume, she involved everyone in Holo En in that final chorus. Like you heard me earlier when I was talking like, hey, she sang Shinkiro. I hope that Sencho would probably show up. Or like for Myth or Treat, I hope that a part of Myth would show up too. Or heck, I even said if they would sing like Journey 1,000 Years or Show Goes On, I would be 100% satisfied more, but that didn't happen. So to be fair, at least she sang Ash Again and Reflection. Reflection not in full, but at least she sang it. But man, when she sang Ash Again, that one definitely bumped it up for me. So for that, I'm gonna place her below Sakamata Chloe, but above Amelia Watson. So she would be in the new. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 7. I believe she's in 6. I gotta re-rank this. But like I said, I'm planning on making a future video on my YouTube channel about the new graduated streamers. So now that I've got everything out of the way, I gotta finalize everything. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. I'm gonna find a time to relook at everything too. My only hope is that they don't take down Gura's stream like what they did with Mume's. Again, if you didn't get a chance to watch Mume's stream, find any archives or at least the songs that she sang on stage. Because like I said, from what I've heard, it's because Sony took the stream down because of like music copyright or whatsoever. Yeah, I was a little disappointed about that. So, because I also want to talk about that in a future video too. Like for me, when it comes to graduated or even terminated members, if I get a chance to, the way how I remember them, or at least keep my memories of them, is that I literally purchase a hololive Friends with You plush, and I also get their starter voice packs, just to keep a remembrance of them. So hold on, let me actually show you guys on my phone real quick. I saved it on my phone, and I also saved one on my laptop too, just in case. Like literally for me, I don't know if you guys could see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of them. Each of them labeled. And then you could see too that I also have not only their fan emojis as their time in hololive, but who they are now. So again, if you guys know who they are, you know. So I saved all of them. So just for like memories and stuff. Just at their time as their character, obviously. Like, of course, you know what they're doing now, but during their time in hololive, that's the reason why I have it. And but I gotta make these like some of my personal messages too, because my ringtone currently is the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song, the classic one, the one that everyone like beat drops to. But one of these days, I gotta replace some of my other That scared me. That's Minato Aqua. I'm not gonna lie, that sort of scared me. I also said in the past too, that was literally my favorite song in hololive. It wasn't even from hololive, it's literally from a visual novel. But that was Minato Aqua singing that song. One of these days, I need to make a ranking of my favorite songs in hololive too. Not just like covers, but like original songs that they sang, because man, all of them are bangers, or at least the ones that I personally love to listen to. But maybe this just to spoil you guys while you guys are still here, I have 2 tied for my favorite at the moment. So one is Minato Aqua's my favorite, so Aqua Iro no Parato. I think that one's sort of a given. The other one, if you don't include the one that Lily just played on my phone, Bibi Deba from Hoshimachi Suisei. Those 2 are my favorite hololive songs as of right now. But the thing is for me is that I like to categorize stuff too. So I have like a favorite solo song, I have a favorite group song, I have a favorite duet song. Like it literally just goes on and on like that. So if you were to like put a gun to my head and like force me to choose a song, it would be hard to. I get shot immediately. Cause for me, I'm a person that doesn't like stick to like one. I like to vary everything when it comes to like these type of topics. I feel like I'm gonna do that in the future though. That's like something that I had in my works for such a long time. Even when I originally started my YouTube channel back in 2023, I wanted to do like a ranking styles video, but I just didn't know how to do it and like when I could do it. because the majority of my times, whenever I'm not streaming, I tend to be busy outside of it. So hopefully one of these days I could actually do like a hololive like song ranking, my personal rankings for my favorite songs of hololive, or at least like maybe a top 10 or whatsoever. But yeah, just to spoil you guys, Bibideba and Ako Iro Parato, my favorite songs of hololive. But if you don't include just hololive in general, because in technicality, Minato Aqua song, from what you've heard on my from my alarm, that was Cassiopeia. If you don't know what that song is, it's from Minato Aqua's visual novel. It's actually the ending theme. So it's not on her YouTube channel, but it's on Enneagrams, the company that made Aquarium. It's on their channel. So technically, I wouldn't count that as a hololive song or like an original, because technically it's not under hololive. It's under Enneagram. But if that was, that is 100% my favorite hololive song of all times. Literally the song that you just listened to, the one that sort of jump scared me, that's my favorite song. Well, when it comes to hololive, one, because of Minato Aqua singing it, and I love the meaning of the entire song. If you got to a point where I study the entire song and literally translate the entire thing into English and made my own English version of this song, then you know you've done something right. Like for me, one of these days, I'd love to do my own cover of that song, as well as do an English version of that song on the YouTube channel. I don't know when that's going to be, but again, hopefully I'll get a chance to do that sometime in the future. But yeah. Oh gosh. It's a little hard to know now that Gura's gone from hololive too, but you know, times have changed, so it is what it is. But like I said before, if you guys still have a favorite member in hololive, let alone any other agency or indie or whatever, continue to support them no matter what they're doing, because no matter what happens in the end, they still go through different like hardships and trials too behind the scenes, because at the end of the day, remember that there's always a human behind the avatar playing, so we always got to keep remembering about that. But keep supporting them, keep showing your love to them no matter what. I'm gonna do the same thing with Fuwamoko, I'm gonna do the same thing with Bibu, do the same thing with Kanade, Suchan, Luna, literally everyone that I follow and support on hololive. So then again, same thing with like indie VTubers too, like for me, Neurosama. List could go on and on, but yeah, just follow them. However, there's one thing that I also want to talk about too. Let's see. Like I said, there was a comment that was left on my Mume stream a couple days ago, but because of the stupid what's it called, the bot or whatever taking down other people, or taking down their comments, I'm not able to save the message properly or whatsoever. But this was such an interesting topic because I literally talked about this with my friend the other day, or not the other day, literally months ago, right by the time when like Ame and Chloe originally announced their graduation. Like I said, I want to give credits because this was not my idea. So this is by Fartchart420. I don't know, username. Yeah, I love it. But basically they mentioned in their comment before it got taken down by the bot, they said that they were doing a thing where they like predicted on who would be graduating in hololive, and he predicted that Crony would be graduating next. And it's weird because I talked to my friend about this. So like my friend I'm referring to is like the guy that I also run the YouTube channel with, Caspin. we were literally talking about who we thought that from each gen all the way through the current gen right now, who we thought would graduate next in hololive. Like, yeah, it sounds weird and all, but at the same time too, we sort of thought about this logically and what we thought would happen to like the actual like not the VTuber themselves, but like the person playing the VTuber behind the scenes. And I sort of want to give my thoughts to you guys about this too. I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me or not, but it's just for, I wouldn't say for fun, but just for like thoughts and opinions. Like here, let's start all the way from Gen 0, and then we'll go all the way up to current gen, and who I believe would be graduating from hololive. Actually, let me pull up the list real quick. Hololive talent. There we go. And it's gonna make it a little harder for me too, because when I did this originally with my friend, we had more to choose from, but now because like more have been graduating, it's gonna be harder for us to pick now. Okay, so let's start all the way to Gen 0. So, Gen 0, we have Tokino Sora, Roboko-san, Azuki, Sakura, Miko, and Hoshimachi Suisei. Man, the one that lasts the longest, holy moly. The day that, like I said in the Moon May stream, the day that Tokino Sora graduates, all hell's gonna break loose. Everyone's gonna turn into sheer panic. Our Oshi is just gone from hololive. The one that just brought it up to begin with. Let's see. Between these guys, Tokino Sora, Roboko-san, Azuki, Sakura Miko, Hoshimachi Suisei, I think one way or another, every one of them is doing great. But if I were to pick one, I honestly think it's Roboko-san. Reason why I say her is because out of everyone in the Japanese group, she's the one that I'm least familiar with. Like, I think, unless if you're like hardcore into Roboko-san, then I understand why. Then again, I don't know how she is, how big she is in Japan compared to how she is like the rest of the world. But like, if you talk hololive to me and I think about Gen 0, I would literally think about any of the other names that I just already mentioned. Sora, Azuki, Miko, Suisei. I mean, I would say Roboko-san too, but her name won't pop up as much compared to the rest of Gen 0. Because if you could also think about it too, like, I'm pretty sure I have like several memories of each of these talents in one way or another. Like, for example, Hoshimachi Suisei just recently had her her concert in oh gosh, I'm gonna get butchered for this, but gosh, what was the name of the place that she performed at? I know for sure that she's gonna thrive even more because of that. Miko, she's just straight up funny. Like, anytime you just watch her streams, no matter what happens, especially when she like hosts something, like for example the Holo GTA stuff, gosh, she was hysterical. She was funny. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, if you guys seen the Holo GTA stream, you saw her catch herself on fire, especially when Iroha blew up her helicopter. That was funny. Azuki, because like I know her a lot because of not only when she started like going back to hololive and started doing like GeoGuessr and like doing stuff with like Aqua after she graduated. That was sort of a given. And then Sora, I think it's sort of like a straight point in my honest opinion when it comes to her. She's like the head honcho of hololive. Like, when it comes to hololive, Sora has to be one of the first names that pops in your head, because she was the first VTuber that started it all in hololive and still going strong to this day. For Roboko-san, yeah, there were some like moments here and there that I could remember her for. In my opinion, I think she has a really great original song. I think it was called Little Bit. That one was really good. She also has some really fun collaborations too. One of my favorites also includes like her and Ame collaborating together. That was really cool. And then heck, even like the more recent stream when she was part of the I think it was night one for the Gartic phone stuff with Mume and the rest, and she was the only Japanese representative. Humongous props to her, honestly. So, but honestly, Roboko-san would be my pick personally. All right, let's move on to Gen 1. Aki Rosenthal, Akai Hato, Shirakami Fubuki, and Natsu Iro Matsuri. Okay, the way how I thought about this too, I'm trying to think about like their mental health wise. So, Aki Rose, she was sort of my original pick, but then after thinking this through, I think it's gonna be Akai Hato or Hachima. Again, reasonings wise, because like, you know, the controversies that that happened alongside Coco during that time, causing the loss of hololive China, and then like yeah, she's doing very well for herself now, but at the same time too, I feel like a little part of me is like thinking about like the character that plays Akai Hato still has like those memories of like those traumatic events about like what's happening with like her time then and then Coco and whatsoever, and feeling like it's her fault as well. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she does graduate for like reasons like that, but because she's going strong, I'm definitely happy for her, and I hope she keeps streaming because she deserves the happiness that she has. So between everyone, I think Akai Hato would be my pick for Gen 1. Alright, can I move please? There we go. Gen 2, oh god. Oh, this is hard now. So now we're down to 3 members of Gen 2. Nakiri Ayame, Yusuke Choko, and Ozora Subaru. Ooh, tough, huh? Because I wouldn't expect that Murasaki Shion and Minato Aqua would be graduating by the time I did the or my discussion with my friend. Actually, Shion, Aqua was already graduated by then, but gosh, it'd be hard for me to pick on this one. Actually, I don't know if this is a hot take. I think Ayame will graduate next. I think the main reason why is because from what I've heard too, is that she doesn't stream as much compared to the rest of Gen 2. So a part of me is like thinking like, is she like busy with her personal life as well? Maybe she's prioritizing that more than her time as Nakiri Ayame. Because if so, I wouldn't be surprised if she actually does graduate then. But again, I'm seeing that she is still streaming, so that's good and all. Maybe not as often compared to the rest of her gen mates, but that's what I'm thinking. So Nakiri Ayame is my pick for Gen 2. Gamers, this is going to be interesting. So I'm not going to include Shirakami Fubuki for this one. I think she'll stay regardless. But Okami Mio, Nekomata Okayu, and Inogami Korone. This is going to be hard. Because one way or another, I feel like all of them must like stay together. And then when one goes, all of them would go at the same time. But if I were to pick one, I don't think it's going to be Korone, and I don't think it's going to be Fubuki. My pick is going to be Okami Mio. It's not because like she's the one that I've like follow least between everyone in gamers, but in my opinion, like I'm trying to think of like how this would connect between like the audience in Japan and then like those outside of Japan, because I'm pretty sure like for those of you who are familiar with the rest of gamers like Fubuki, Okayu, Korone, I'm pretty sure they pop up to your minds like every now and then. I don't know how many of you guys are like followers of Mio too. If so, I don't blame you guys, but that's just what I'm thinking personally, because when it comes to gamers, like Fubuki, Okayu, and Korone come to mind the most. Mio does too, don't get me wrong, but I feel like she shows up for me the least. That's just my opinion. So, from gamers, I'm choosing Mio. Alright, Gen 3, Usada Pecora, Shiranui Flare, Shirogane Noel, and Hosho Marin. Ugh. Oh boy. Who do I pick on this one? I don't think it's Pecora and Marin. That's one thing for sure. They're way too popular. And I think from where they are positioned now in hololive, they're actually like really happy and satisfied. So I'm not going to choose them. Between Noelle and Flare though, I think I would go with Flare. Sort of the same reasons why that I brought up from like my last couple thoughts between those members. I know she does stream, but I don't see her much compared to the rest. Like, especially Pecora and Marin, like, I see them everywhere on my feed. I do see Noelle every now and then, but Flare I rarely see. The only times I see her pop up is that if she, like, mentions about Ina. And then that's how I know that, like, Flare's there, or like, whatsoever. Because to me, she's, like, the member of Gen 3 who's just, like, there. But if she's doing something, then that's great for her. I mean, I'm not going to stop her, honestly. If she's doing great in Japan, then I'm not going to stop her. But if I were to pick one, I think it would be Flare. I don't know, personally, because this one's a little hard for me, so... Or Gen 3, I should say. Oh gosh, Gen 4. Amane Kanata, Sunomaki Watame, Tokoyami Towa, and Himemori Luna. Honestly, I forgot who I chose for this one. But if I were thinking logically about this, my mind would have said Amane Kanata. The reason why is because I know that her and Coco are real life best friends. And because if like, I almost said Coco's real name. If Coco were to go the route of where she is right now, I feel like Kanata would follow suit. I don't know if she does, honestly. But if she does, then I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if she actually does go that route and like, you know, like stays with Coco and like does whatever whatsoever. Does whatever whatsoever. I can't speak English, guys. I'm sorry. But that's just my guess. I feel like Kanata would graduate next from Gen 4, but I don't know, honestly. Again, sort of like Gen 3, it's hard to choose in this one. Alright, Napolabo, Gen 5. Okay, Lami, Nene, Botan, and Polka. Ooh, this is hard. This is actually hard. Because one way or another, all of them are great. Alright? To be fair, like I said in the previous, like, streams and, like, videos that I made on the channel, I felt like they would have thrived more if Mano Aloe was still part of the group. Because like when I heard about her graduation and learning about like what happened with her and stuff, I felt really bad. Honestly, that's why I sort of don't really follow Gen 5 as much because of Mano Aloe's graduation. But to be fair, all of them are doing great. I don't know, honestly, who'd I pick for this one. But if I were to choose one way or another, I think it would be Yukihana Lami. Nene, I see her everywhere on my feed too. Botan, I know she's a great gamer. Everyone absolutely loves her when it comes to like gaming skills and stuff. Polka, she's everywhere. She's extroverted. Like you cannot stop her from doing something. But when it comes to Lami, I do see her collab with like others from time to time and whatsoever, but I don't see her as much compared to like the rest of the Polabo. So I would go with Lami on this one. Horox. Oh man. Well, I'm not going to include the affiliates too, so Sakamata Chloe's out of this. Gosh, I feel bad too, because Sakamata Chloe is my second favorite member of hololive. Behind Minato Aqua. Gosh, La Paz Darkness, Takanai Louis, Hakui Kuyori, and Kazama Iroha. Between those four, my pick is Kazama Iroha. And not because like she's the last one that gained 1 million subscribers on her YouTube channel or whatever. Again, sort of like the rest that I mentioned in Napolobos, I felt like I see Iroha less compared to like the rest of Horox. Like I see Laplace all the time. I see Louis, especially when she collaborates with Holotori. Koyori, she's like extroverted as well. She's like the polka of the group. That's why my mind is thinking Iroha. Because I don't really see her as much as often. I do see her every now and then. I do love to tune into like clips of her or like streams whenever she's on, but I don't know. I feel like she's just like, I hate to admit this, but I feel like she's there. I don't know, honestly. I feel gutted for saying that, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Actually, let me finish the rest of the Japanese members first, and then I'll go to Indonesia and then English. No, actually, no. I'll save Indonesia for last, because thankfully no one's graduated there yet. Let's go to Regloss next. Hidoshi Ao, Oto no Sekana de, Ichijo Ririka, Jufute Raden, and Todoroki Hajime. Okay. If I were to pick one. Again, one way or another, I feel like each of them have their own strengths. And then they all play out super well. Like, the reason why I see Ao a lot is because of, like, her and Sora together. Kanade, she's, like, my third or fourth Oshi in hololive, so I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. And plus, the Monday jokes. Ririka, I also see her pretty much everywhere, too. Raden, because of her memes. Maikate, guru, that one. And then Hajime, I see her everywhere too. It's because of her voice, her dialect. Yeah. This one's hard. This one's actually hard. I don't want to say this now because technically she wasn't with Regloss during the performance, but I'm gonna go with Alkun. I don't know, my mind's just telling me that. But she's also doing really well too. And like I said, all of them are doing great. That's why it's hard for me to pick one. But if I were to pick one, I think it's Alkun. I don't know, that's just what my mind's telling me. So I really don't have a reasoning for why I think it's Alkun. But again, that's just how my mind's going. And I'm probably going to say the same thing too once I reach Flow Glows. Speaking of. Isake Riona, Kogane Nico, Mizumiya Su, Rino Chihaya, and Kikirara Vivi. Oh man, this is also hard because one way or another I see all of them on my feeds as well, especially Mizumiya Su, because like I mentioned in my Aqua video and past streams, she's also one of my hololive Oshis of today. Oh gosh. I don't think it's Vivi. I don't think it's Sue. Pewterbread, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh gosh. Riona, Nico, and Chihaya. Between those three? To be fair, I do see Nico from time to time as well. Riona, I only saw like just a handful of times. Same with Chihaya. Oh gosh. Then again, like I said, I don't know how big they are in Japan compared to the Western states. Or like Western side. Or like outside of Japan. I don't know how big they are from there. I think I'm going to go with Riona on this one. I don't want to say, but I think it's her. Again, this is just like for fun, just for like opinions and stuff. But Riona's my pick. Again, I don't want to say it's going to be her next, but it's just something that pops in my mind. Okay, I gone through all of Japanese. I'm gonna skip Hollow Stars because I'm not really familiar with them as much, except for English, like Tempest and Armis. Those guys I know, but like Japanese guys, no, I'm not really that familiar with them. So let's jump through to English next. So, just to keep things fun, because at least for some of English, they already have graduated members. Hence, Gura graduating today. So we have Mori Calliope, Takanashi Kiara, and Ninomai Inanis of Hollow Myth. Again, I'm not going to include Watson because she technically graduated. Originally, I did say, when I was talking to Castman about this, I did say that Ame would be the first one to graduate out of everyone in Myth. And lo and behold, she graduated first out of everyone in Myth. Well, not like a full-on graduation, but she stopped streaming as Amelia Watson. So that one really took me aback. I wasn't expecting that. Because my mind was telling me Gawr Gura should have been the one that graduated. Because of she hasn't been appearing herself on stream for so long. And I think she was dealing with mental health and whatsoever. Which I think should be her full concentration. She doesn't need to stream and then cause more problems for herself. I think she needs to prioritize her health first. So, but picking between these three now, it's gonna be hard. Callie, I think it's too good. I think she's definitely gonna stay for long in hololive. Same as Kiara, for same reasons. Ina, I could also see too. But you know what? Out of those three, my mind is telling me Ina. I think maybe because of how much work and dedication that Callie and Kiara put in for their stuff. I could definitely see it. It's not because I'm saying Ina's slacking off or whatever. It's because I think when you think of hololive English, I feel like Callie and Kiara from Myth would more likely come to their minds than Ina. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I love Ina, don't get me wrong, but that's just what I'm thinking. Because between those three members that are still in Myth, Ina's still probably my go-to pick, if not Callie. Oh gosh, it's hard. I'm gonna go with Ina, I'm sorry. Gosh, this is getting harder to pick now. Okay, let's go to Promise next. So, without including Fauna, Mume, and Sana in technicality, so it's Iris, Crony, and Bae. Whoa. Gosh. Sorry. You know what? When I did mention about this to Caspin a while back, when I was talking about our predictions on who we thought was going to graduate, by the time Ame was graduating, I literally thought Fauna would graduate first out of everyone in Promise. And again, I don't want to say I'm right, but it happened. Gosh, I felt bad that she's gone, but hey, at least she's thriving in the indie scene, so I'm happy for her, so I'm not going to stop her for that. I want to say the same thing, too, to Mume and Gura, too, so they'll be fine. Let alone Ame, so... But between Iris, Crony, and Bae, gosh, this is tough. You know what? I'm gonna go with Fartchart 420's thought on this. When he suggested this earlier, I do think that Crony would be next. Because if you think about this too, a majority of those that she collabed with are already gone. Gura's gone, Mume's gone, Fauna's gone. I mean, they still have members of Justice and Advent, so if they still want to go there, I'm not gonna stop her for it. So I hope she keeps going strong, honestly, because from where she's positioned now, I think she's doing fine for herself. But a part of me is thinking that she would be the one graduating next from Promise. Again, I don't want to say it's true, but I apologize. My dad is sick. And he woke up from his nap. So that's why you don't hear snoring anymore. Okay, let's jump straight to Advent next. My personal favorite group out of everyone in hololive, including Japanese too. I love hololive Advent. I love all their members. So for this one, it's really going to be hard for me to pick one. And I don't want to pick because of biases or whatever. So I'm really going to think about this. Shiori Novella. Koseki Biju. Narissa Ravencroft. Fuwawa Abiscard. Mokoko Abiscard. I don't think Fuwa Moko will be the ones leaving. They're way too popular when it comes to hololive in general. So I'm not seeing them leave anytime soon. Narissa, I think she'll stay. I think she'll be fine for where she is. Bijou, she's way too good. Like, she's the one that's like... She's like the social butterfly of like... EN and Japanese. Heck, check her out in the recent Rust collab or whatever. Dang. She's crazy insane for what she's doing, so I don't think she's leaving. I don't want to admit this, but I think it would be Shiori Novella. And I don't want to say that because I absolutely love Shiori too. But personally, from what I'm thinking, and because she knows Japanese less than everyone besides Narissa, I don't know how much Japanese she knows compared to Shiori, but I'm going to go with Shiori. Because also, there's something that I saw online that sort of caught my attention. Especially when it comes to the more recent English graduated VTubers of hololive. For those who have just recently graduated versus to those who are still in the company, look at how many of them actually know how to speak Japanese. And then look at the graduated members and how many of them actually speak Japanese. And I mean like fluently. I don't know, honestly. That was just like something that I saw, but I feel like Shiori's part of that trend. I don't want to see her leave though. 100%, I don't want to, but if it's bound to happen, then so be it. Like I said, everyone's human in the end, so... And we all have our own decisions that we want to make, so... But like I said, after Gura's graduation stream, I hope to God that we don't see any more hololive graduations this year. But yeah, Shiori Novella would be my pick for Advent. Justice, Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame, Gigi Murin, Cecilia Immergreen, and Rarora Pantera. It's weird because all of them are active. It's hard for me to pick one. Gosh, this is hard. And I thought Advent was hard. Justice is harder because one way or another, all of them are still active. I don't want to go down to biases either. Because if so, my pick would have gone straight to Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame because I see her least compared to the rest of the members of Justice. Gigi Murin, I also see her as like a social butterfly too of Justice, so I don't think she's going to be leaving soon. Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame, I think I could still see her stay within the company. She's like the Narissa of the group too, so... And plus she does collabs like... Actually, you know what? Here's the thing too, because I know that there's backlash anytime a hololive member collaborates with a holostars member. For me, I don't care if a hololive member collabs with the holostars members because it's what they want to do, right? But I know a lot of people who support their Oshis don't want any of the girls to collaborate with any of the boys. So, I don't want to say this, but I think it's going to be Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. Because I know she's definitely collabed with some of the guys, so... I mean, I thought those streams were funny, so... But I know people won't take that seriously because they just want... Like, the girls to collaborate with the girls. And the guys just to stay with... at their own side of things. Like, never collaborate with any of the hololive members. They don't need them. I'm not like that. If they want to collaborate with anyone they want, that's on them. I'm happy for them, honestly. If it makes them happy, go for it. But that's just what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's everyone in English. Oh, great. Let's jump to Indonesia. The branch that has no graduations yet. That's gonna be fun. Okay. Here we go. Area 15. Ayunda Risu. Muna Hoshinova. Iranio 15. I love Risu to death. She is my favorite member of Area 15. I don't think she's leaving. Muna Hoshinova. I also don't think she's leaving. At the same time, too, I don't think Iranio 15 would leave either because of how close she is to Sora. Oh, you missed the graduation? Oh, man. Dude, I hope you're able to catch up with it. I know it ended now, but is it still on Gura's channel? Because, I mean, you could still listen to me talk or whatever, but I'd rather let you just, like... Oh my god, it's only 26 minutes long? Dang, I just saw that now. It's shorter than Mume's stream. Good god. Yeah, get a chance to watch it, man. It's okay, you can put me in the background or whatever, but... You just focus on Gura's stream. I was playing Oblivion. No, dude, I didn't even know it was today, too. I literally thought it was tomorrow. Because when I said, oh, it's Thursday, they literally said that it was going to be on May 1st. So my mind just assumed, like, oh, okay, they're going to do it May 1st. It's going to be that Thursday. I'm just going to follow the time that it's probably going to be the same time as Mume's, but it's going to be on Thursday. But no, I completely forgot. When they meant May 1st, they meant May 1st in Japanese time. So that's how I sort of struggled a bit. And I'm learning about that, Gura's graduation was 7 p.m. today. That's why I'm not reacting to any wrestling right now. So, I mean, I might, but I don't know. Yeah, bro, I don't blame you. So, but yeah, I don't know how long you were listening to me for, but I'm literally just talking and rambling about like who I hate to say this, but who I think would graduate next from each gen of hololive. I'm not saying because, like, oh, I think they should graduate just because of, like, this or that or whatsoever. Yeah, didn't expect the stream to happen today. Yeah, dude, I'm not surprised. Like, my mind just, like, went straight forward. I was like, okay, Gura, for sure, is graduating May 1st. I'm gonna focus on that. I'm gonna go check it out. Might be back after if I don't pass. It's okay, bro. If you need to go sleep, knock yourself out, go for it. But for now, yeah, just watch Gura's stream. It's okay. Thank you for tuning in, though. I appreciate it. But yeah, go ahead and just finish off watching Gura's stream. I think that's more important than my stream right now, anyways. So, but yeah, I was honestly surprised that Gura's stream is not just today, but it's literally less than 30 minutes. That really got me, because I thought it was gonna at least be an hour, like no less. Because for like the Japanese members, yeah, Gura's, gosh, that's super short. I wasn't expecting it to be that short. Maybe that's why I ranked it low on my rankings, but I feel bad. But it is what it is, like I said, right? And I'm gonna respect what she wants to do. So there we go. But back to my quote-unquote graduations. Ayunda Risu, Muna Hoshinova, Iranio 15. Like I said, all of these three in Indonesia are great. It's hard for me to pick one of them because all of them have their strengths and everyone like has like an association with like not just like Indonesia and English, but even Japan as well. So it's hard for me to pick. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know which one to pick. But if I were to pick one, and I really hate to say this because I think all three of them deserve to stay from where they're at, Iranio 15. I don't want to make it come down to bias too because it's like I see less of her compared to the rest of Area 15. Because like I said, Risu is probably one of my favorite Indonesian members of the group. And then Muna, I know her because of like her collabs with like Pecora and stuff. Get them the Minecraft stuff, like like a construction work. Yeah, yeah. And then, man, in my opinion, she's the best dancer in hololive. Oh my gosh, if you ever watch her dance, gosh, whoo, she's good. She's great. Yofi, I love her. Don't get me wrong. I think she's one of the best artists in hololive. Like when it comes to drawings and stuff, I love to tune into her. Besides Ina, but it's hard. It's hard, honestly, because I like Yofi too. I respect her, but dang. And plus, like I also heard that she also does sign language, and it's something that I want to learn as well, because after I got my master's degree in psychology, I wanted to go back and study sign language so that I could gain more like with my degree. But because stuff happenings and stuff, I'm too broke and I can't afford anything right now, so I'm sort of like job searching at the moment. But in the meantime, I want to enjoy my time as a streamer and as a YouTuber. I'll mention my stuff about that later on after I do like this portion of the stream. So for now, let me concentrate on finishing Indonesia, and then I'll give my thoughts about like all the stuff that I'll be mentioning. But yeah, Yofi, I'm gonna say her. Okay, next. All right. What was Gen 2 called again? Holoro. There we go. Hororo. So Kureji Oli, Anya Malfisa, and Pavoya Rene. Again, each of them have their strengths. It's hard to pick. Kureji Oli, like you see her everywhere. Not just in Indonesia. She's in English. She's in Japanese. Gosh. She's everywhere. So I don't think she's leaving anytime soon. Malfisa, she's really popular with the Japanese side of things. So again, I don't see her leaving too. Rene, on the other hand, she's popular with like more of the Indonesian side of things. I from what I've seen, anytime she streams. Whew, gosh. Again, I really don't want to say this, but I think it's gonna be Rene. Like I said, Malfisa is like hardcore dedicated to the Japanese fan base, so I don't think she's leaving from there. Ori, like I said, she's literally everywhere in hololive, so I don't think she's leaving. Rene's more like laid back and stuff. That's why I'm gonna go with her. Oh gosh, yeah, it hurts me trying to like say all these things too. Good gracious. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rene. I hate to say it. Okay, at least the last one, the last group, and then I can end my troubles for today. By the way, again, thank you FartSharp420 for suggesting that. Oh, Gusto, bro, if you're watching this and you're clipping me out of context, thank you too. Let's see. That was my dad, by the way. I don't know if that picked up on the mic. That was funny. Vestia Zeta, Kaela Kowalskia, and Kobo Kanaeru of Horohiro, aka Gen 3 of the Indonesian branch of hololive. Okay. I don't want to say this because I feel like two of the members of this group are also my favorite members too of Indonesia besides Ayunda Risu. Like the reason why I love Ayunda Risu is because she has my favorite voice out of everyone in hololive. So anytime when it comes to singing, I love listening to Risu. I love her. Oh my gosh, and even especially in her early days in hololive, I love her as like the little sister out of the original 3 Indonesian girls. That's why I love her. Gosh, but choosing between these 3, Zeta, Kowalskia, and Kanaeru, gosh, you're putting me in a tough spot because I absolutely love Vestia Zeta. In my opinion, she's one of my favorite members of Indonesia too. And I also love Kobo Kanaeru. Good gracious. Brat, but I love her. Kaela Kowalskia. She's not my favorite, but I understand why everybody loves her. Good gracious. But if I were to pick one, and I don't really want to say this, I think it's gonna be Vestia Zeta. It hurts me too because I absolutely love Zeta. Gosh, she was like one of the main reasons why I love watching Hiro in the first place too. So surprisingly, like I love Kobo because of her singing and because of like her attitude as a brat too, and trying to find her different mommies. Kaela, man, she just goes hardcore when it comes to streaming, especially when it comes to gaming. Gosh, she could last for hours. I 100% tip off my hat to her because dang, she's really good and dedicated to her craft, literally and figuratively. Zeta, on the other hand, she doesn't play the games that I usually like to see her play, but I love her personality overall. It's the reason why I follow her. Like, I don't care if she's collabing with others or doing like a solo stream or whatever. Gosh, I love her attitude. I love how like I don't want to say like back sassy, but like I like her style when it comes to like her playing her character, if that makes sense. But I don't want to say this too. In my opinion, she's not as strong compared to Kaela and Kobo in these standards. So I think Zeta will be the one to graduate from that group. Oh my god, that's so hard. Okay, I literally ran through everyone from Japanese, English, and Indonesia. If you want to replay this on the YouTube channel, feel free to do so, okay? And plus, like I said before, Shirazuka, I don't know if you're still in here watching me at the moment, but gosh, the dogs are barking again. Yeah, just watch my reaction to Gura's stream earlier. So you know where I place her on my hololive rankings. But again, I promise you guys, I will make updated hololive ranking videos. Like I said, that video is going to be focused more on the relationship between Aqua and Shion, because I have a bunch of things that I've gotten for them, especially during the time of Aqua's graduation, because not only did I focus on like getting Aqua stuff, but I was like, you know, my favorite thing between Aqua is her relationship with Shion. So I ended up buying more things with her and Shion, and then I didn't even know that Shion would graduate. So lo and behold, now I got a bunch of things to open. And then I also just recently got the hololive Friends with You plushes for Shion. Ooh, good question. I'll answer that in a second. Shion, Mume, and Gura. I literally just got those in the mail, but I will be opening that on a future video. But VTuber Free Fanatic, who would I predict would be the next graduate of hololive? It's a good question, honestly. I gotta look at this through, because I did mention all the names. I'll give you this. I don't think anyone from Indonesia will graduate next. I gotta look at this one more time. Actually, thinking about this now, I don't think any English would graduate next either. I think they're gonna last a while. In my opinion, I think it's gonna be a Japanese member. But which Japanese member, I don't know. Let me run through the list and see who I think it is. Okay, I don't think it's Roboko-san. I know I said her. I don't think it's her. Oh, okay, maybe. I don't think it's Mio. I don't think... Okay. Kanata Lami Idoha. Okay. My opinion, okay? And I don't want it to happen, but this is just a prediction and just a guess. My next... or who I think would graduate next is Nakiri Ayame. Again, it's not because that I really want her to graduate, but if you think about it logically, she's the one that streams less out of everyone in hololive. And if she focuses more time outside of hololive in her personal life, I wouldn't be surprised if she actually does graduate. So she would be my next pick. I know Caspin, when I talked to him, he actually didn't say it was going to be... Yeah. Logically, yes, yeah. But that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Because I don't know if she's like going through anything behind the scenes too. Like she's also dealing with mental health or whatever. Because if that's also a really big reason why, then I also wouldn't be surprised if she leaves. But I feel like that's the majority of the reasons why the corporate VTubers are leaving. Like Gura, Mume, Shion. Not just because of like problems with management, but one way or another, I still think that they're also dealing with something mentally. Like if it affects them physically, or like if it's messing with like their daily schedules or whatsoever. Because from what I've heard from a couple days ago during the Mume and Gura stream, like if I'm not mistaken, I believe Gura only got like what, 2 hours of sleep. That's not good. She needs to prioritize her health. Like once she's like 100% complete, I'd love to see her come back, like as her new form. Again, I don't want to bring it up here, but like as her new form. If you know, you know. So, I mean, comments you could do that, or chat you could do that for me, but I don't want to mention that here. So if I talk about like indie VTubers in the next video, then yes, or next video stream. Jeez, I'm confusing myself with YouTube. Sorry guys. But yeah, you guys know. But yeah, Nikiri Ayame would be my pick for the next upcoming graduation. Again, I don't want to say it is, but it's just peering to my mind. It's gonna mess with me that way, but yeah. But it is what it is. So I mean, if she does graduate, I mean, all the best for her. Like what I'm saying with like all the other graduated members this year so far too. And then hopefully they come back too. Like I said, if we have to wait months for them to come back, continue to do so. Continue to support them. Good grace. Gosh. I was gonna mention something. It just escaped my mind. What the heck? Oh, I guess like for any of you guys who are listening to me right now, do you guys have anything to mention about like anything that's been happening in the VTuber scene recently, or what are your guys' thoughts about like what's been happening recently between like all these graduations, like all the drama that's been happening? Good gracious. Again, I don't want to go into full detail about like a VTuber becoming their next form or whatever, but like say like Matra Khan like leaving V Shoujo, like but it's still as Matra Khan. I could go ahead and be lenient on that. But if it's like say like I said, like Amelia Watson and then her new VTuber, like you know who it is. I'm not gonna bring that up. It's more like whoever's not hololive related, and like whoever became hololive and then became indie. I'm not gonna focus on them, but like literally any others. Like sorry, we brought out earlier, like Ike Evelyn graduating earlier today, Cinder and her drama today. I don't know as much, but again, I feel really bad for like her, like from what her side, quote unquote friends. Like I felt really bad for Shy Lily. I felt bad for Bao. I felt bad for like everyone that's been affected by Cinder. Good gracious. Like, I don't know the story in full 100%, but dang, I feel bad for like everyone she's affected. Hopefully she could change her ways. I mean, never say never. But if you're going to do it as like a business stand instead of like, you know, being together as friends, then honestly, there's always different things that you could do. It's sort of like how I see in like when it comes to like professional wrestling and stuff. Because like I said, if I wasn't doing Gura stream today, I would be watching WWE Evolve and I would talk about like, you know, wrestling stuff. But I want to focus my main on mostly hololive today, on this stream in particular, so that it would be consistent. I mean, maybe I could like jump straight to WWE Evolve after this stream is done, but honestly, I'd rather just stream Gura's graduation and then just, you know, just keep blabbering on about like hololive graduations and then like mostly anything in the VTuber scene, just to remain consistent with the stream. And let alone like give you guys updates on what's happening with me lately too, because what I've been saying the past couple of days is well. Oh my gosh, of course they had to pop up on my feed. Like literally, I just opened up my page and like this is the first thing that I saw. I want to save it too. Oh my gosh. Well, to be fair, at least I'm glad that all four of them will be together. I'll say that. Um, but at least for me, like I mentioned, I did have video projects that I wanted to do for May for my YouTube channel, and thankfully I've already got one part of it already done. It's just trying to like edit it all down and finalize everything. So for those of you who didn't watch the Mume stream, I wanted to talk about Mental Health Awareness Month, and how much mental health means to me. Like, I'm not suffering through a mental illness, but from someone that has to deal with anxiety or stress, I wanted to give my thoughts and opinions about how I'm able to overcome them and how I'm able to like be in a position where I am today, where I'm more confident in myself and I could do things that I couldn't do like years ago. Like for example, being brave enough to finally put myself on camera and to stream in front of you guys. I wouldn't be able to do that years ago because I'd be terrified and very shy with myself. But learning how to overcome that, I want to share my thoughts on that video. So I have that completely filmed already, and now it's in the editing process. So right now I'm like chopping it down on like parts so that I can condense the video a bit, and then do like finishing touches like zoom in, zoom outs, like video effects, add in whatever I need to do, pictures or whatever, and just go from there. Afterwards, my next plan is the Aqua and Shion video that I want to do. For that one in particular, like I said, if you haven't seen the what's it called, the updated collection video that I have on the YouTube channel, I'm gonna be opening up all the Aqua and Shion stuff on that video in particular, and then talk about like my thoughts on not only the relationship between Aqua and Shion, but also a brief mention about Shion's graduation, Mume's graduation, and Gura's graduation. Because, like I said before, I have their Friends With You plush, and I'm going to open it on that video too. And then also give my takes on it and give my personal rankings on that. So if you want to listen to that, I will go ahead and post that, or I will get that sent later on. I mean, if you guys want to spoil yourself and listen to this stream in general, I mean, I will be giving it here. But one way or another, it could change. You never know, right? But if you were here earlier and you listened to where I put Gura on my personal rankings, then you may know where I'm going to be placing Gura on the graduation stream. Or on the next videos that I'm going to be posting on the channel. But yeah. So that would be my main focus for my next video project in May. Like I said, I'm hoping I'm able to get that in the middle of May, because my goal for the mental awareness video is to have that towards the beginning of May. I don't care if it's between the first week or the second week, just as long as it's like between those ranges, then I'm good. But like I said, I think I'm pretty much okay. I'm just trying to edit the video now. And then once it's fully done, then I'm able to upload it to the channel, continue on whatever I want to do next. So after that, the Aqua Shion stuff, and then after that, I'm going to be talking about Vocaloid, so Hatsune Miku and stuff. So I got a bunch of stuff that I got from the arcades and stuff, like from winning plushies and stuff, like what I shown earlier with these two. Only except now I'm going to be adding these two in the video as well, and opening up some gachapon. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's sort of like the gumball machine thing where you stick in coins, you turn the knob, and it out pops a ball. And then whatever you get is like random, right? I got the entire Vocaloid set, and I'm going to open that up on that video. I may open up some other like Vocaloid stuff as well. Especially like the figurines that I've got from round one, I'll be doing that as well. So that would be like towards like the end of May. If not, I'm just gonna push that for like June or whatever. That's gonna be my next upcoming plans for my videos for the month of May. Again, I don't know if I'm able to do all of those consistently for the month, because at the same time too, of course I have to deal with like other personal stuff too. And then, like I said too, because I'm broke, I'm still trying to like search for jobs and whatsoever. And if that comes into play, it's gonna be a lot harder for me to do that. My goal though is that I want to focus on streaming as much as possible. So at least to be consistent, I said in the last stream too, my goal is just to be consistent on streaming Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central my time. So it would be just like me reacting to like WWE stuff and then afterwards talk about whatever or play a game. Because originally I was gonna do that, but because like there's the comment that was brought up from the last stream, I wanted to talk about here. So that's why I'm just like focusing on like just chatting stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that. Dang, 2 hours. Dang. I didn't think I'd be pushed that long. Because like I said, I didn't think that Gura's stream would be super short. Or her stream. Her 3D graduation, I should say. There's a difference between a stream and her technically it's a mini live, so then again, I hope you guys were able to join in for like the myth relay from earlier. What were they doing? Uno, Jackbox, Minecraft. What was the other one? Oh gosh, I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, they were just like going back and forth between all those activities. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch up with them. Like I said, I was busy with like my dogs and stuff, bringing them to the groomers, and then because we had to like kill some time or whatever, I went. Me and my dad went to the mall. I ended up playing a couple crane games. I played some DDR a bit. Those two plushies that I just showed, I literally just won those today. But yeah, so hopefully I get a chance to like catch up. If not, I'm just gonna watch a bunch of clips. I mean, that's what I normally do if I miss out on streams. So except if it's like, of course, like something big, like a concert or like graduations, I want to try to watch those in full. Even if it's like a Japanese or Indonesian members and they're not speaking English, I tend to just watch their actual live stream, just so that I could, like support the talent too. I'm that type of person. I know like for some people that they won't watch it and just like focus on like clips instead. Yeah, honestly, that's me when it comes to like missing out on certain streams, especially if like go for like hours beyond end. But if they have like hilarious clips, I'll just focus on those, because for me, I don't focus on just my Oshis. I like to jump back and forth between different members of hololive, so that I know like what they're up to consistently and like what they're doing within hololive at the moment, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's why I don't really watch like streams in full that often, unless if it like really captivates me or whatever. Because not including graduations or like streams leading up to graduations, the last stream that I've like seen 100% in full. Oh gosh, I gotta search this up. Holy moly, that's how long it's been. I don't want to say that I'm wrong or whatever, but my personal channel, not that I see the weeps, but my personal channel, but I've been watching a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyways videos of late. I love that show. Oh yeah, there's my VOD on my Mume stuff. Okay. Again, not including graduations, not including really long videos. Stream. Jeez. Okay, I saw a glimpse of the the Holo Talk with Kiara and Gura, but I didn't watch that in full, so I'm not counting that. Gosh, do I really have to go back all the way? Yeah, because my feed is literally like mixed with like random things. Whose line is it anyways? VTubers, Vocaloid, wrestling, Vanos Gaming Crew, DDR, amusement park rides, animatronics, anime. Do you watch clips of the VT? Yeah. Here's the thing. For me, if I'm not able to catch up with their streams, for me, I just like to go to their clips and just watch from there. Because for me, I'm a person that like has like other things that I also want to watch as well. So I'm not going to be sticking to like VTubers like the entire day. I want to like jump back and forth between other things that I'm interested in too. Like the things that I literally just mentioned, I would also watch those as well. Yeah, I'm literally still scrolling and I still can't find my last stream that I watched in full. Oh, dog music. Or like anytime we leave our dogs out of the house, I always put music on for them. Sock? Oh no, I can't say that. I almost said Aquas. I'm gonna find hololive. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna condemn myself for almost saying her name. Gosh. Ooh, Twisted Metal. If you guys know the game Twisted Metal, I love that game. I also have that on my watch list as well. Blue Archive. I don't play the game, but I follow the lore and stuff. WWE. If you know who Peo is, that one indie VTuber that speaks English but is Japanese. Gosh, I love her too. She's probably one of my favorite Japanese indie VTubers. Let's see what else. I'm also been going back to like other videos too for like working on projects and stuff. So like if you've seen any of the past videos that I've been talking about, like say like Ame's graduation opening or graduation, bleh, the box opening, and I've got like a bunch of clips or whatever, or even like some of the more recent videos too. I've literally been going back to that. Oh, MLP. It's been a while since I've seen that. Gosh, I'm literally like scrolling. I still can't find the last stream that I watched in full. That's actually sort of crazy to me. Oh, hold on. My what's that, max? Let me just take that off. There we go. Okay, DR streams, wrestling streams. Whose line is it anyways? Crash Bandicoot. That's cool stuff. I've also been rewatching these videos because I see a lot of them like again and again. Ooh, Thomas the Tank Engine stuff too. Yeah, I love that stuff. Family Feud, Mario Kart stuff, Mario Kart World in particular. Ooh, Coefficient, if you guys know who he is. Big Jiggly Panda 407, Unlucky Tug, if you know who he is. Wrestling Icebergs, what the heck? Okay. Ridge Racer. Gosh, I love that game. They just uploaded a prototype of the game. So I've been following that. Wrestling news. I'm a big fan of the Wiggles too. So I've been listening to some of their songs. What else? Dragon Ball. Gosh, Submechanophobia. If you guys know what that is. Gosh, another stream that I found. Ina and Mume doing their drawings. But again, I haven't seen that one in full. Gosh, I'm literally like going back even further now. Twisted Metal. More VTuber clips. WrestleMania. Woo! Gosh, I really can't find my last... That's how far back it is. Jeez. And again, I don't want to include like the like the final streams that led up to graduations too. I don't count those. I'm talking about like literally just a stream that like a VTuber just like posts on their channel. And I'm talking about like start to finish, because the only one that I could think of was Mizumiya Sue. I think she streamed for like 6 hours. I was literally there for the very start, because like I was doing a thing where it's like she does a time trial and then I do the same race and time trial and try to beat her time. It's like that type of thing. And then afterwards, when she was doing online races, I was just watching those and just like trying to beat my own times on time trials some more, just to see if I could get better along the way. That was literally the only one I could remember off the top of my head. Otherwise, like a stream that I've seen in full, not really, honestly. Yeah, because the rest of the videos that I'm seeing are literally just clips. Well, I guess it is what it is. So, yeah. I guess I'm just going to go with that one. The Mizumiya Sue Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stream. I don't remember when that was. I know that was like in preparation when they were doing the what was that cup called? It's not the Zako Cup. That was like the thing for like all the hololive members were like preparing themselves to play like different relays and stuff. I think it was like Minecraft, Mario Kart. I forgot what the other games were. I think it was like, no, it's not Clubhouse 51. Something along those lines. They were doing those games. And then like of course like Mario Kart was one of them. And then I was watching Sue-chan train for that stream. So that's the one I definitely watched in full. Oh, and then of course like my DDR bias. Himemori Luna also did a DDR stream. I remember watching that one in full. I don't know if I count this because I didn't watch it live, but I've seen the entire stream from start to finish. I think there's too much content slop for my For You page, so I try to watch. Yeah, honestly, just go for it. If you would just watch the streamers in full, start to finish, especially if they're English, take it to your advantage and watch the stream in full. But for me, I don't have that time. I just want to like pick up to see like what everyone else is doing. And like I said before, I also have other interests too. So I don't want to just focus on like VTuber stuff all day, and then the next day I do WWE, and then the next day I do the Wiggles, next day is Thomas the Tank Engine. No, I just want to focus on like what I'm feeling in the mood for at the moment. Which is why I'm like focusing on my stuff on VTubers now, because I feel like after this I'm gonna be like doing something different, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like to vary my stuff throughout the day, so I'm not focused on just like one thing. Especially like if like one part of the section that I'm going through is going through like drama or anything bad at the moment. Then I could just shift on over to a different topic that I'm interested in and just watch that content instead. Like, let me give you an example. So, like, today I'm talking about hololive stuff and graduation, right? So, I don't know if you guys know who the channel Cat Icarus is. I've been following that channel for a long time, especially during the pandemic. He's going to be releasing a video tomorrow, depending on, like, you know, like all the checks and stuff through the YouTube system. He's going to be releasing a video tomorrow on May 1st, and it's going to be like 3 hours long. So, I don't know if I'm going to watch the entire video in full, but I at least want to like get a majority of the video in so that, you know, I could like have like all that information in, because like his videos like my favorite style of comedy when it comes to video making. If you haven't seen it for yourself, Caddicar, I butchered that. Caddy, I'm sorry. I failed you. But yeah, if you know who he is, then yeah, I'm planning on watching that video tomorrow. And then afterwards, I'm probably going to be like following up on like any other VTuber stuff, any wrestling stuff, and like any other topics that I'm like into. Like I'm also into visual novels, so I'm trying to get like be up to date on that. Especially like if you guys know what Nekopara is, they're releasing a new chapter, really called Nekopara After, towards the end of May. I'm planning on getting it, and I want to stream that game. I don't know how bad the game's gonna get, but it is what it is. So like I said, I want to focus on like that stuff as well. Funny enough, like I know that a majority of you guys that are watching this stream right now probably haven't known about this, but I've actually streamed aquarium on this channel before. The thing for me was that because I was like completely like new to streaming, so my mic quality sucked. You could barely hear me. I was using a different software program. So that one totally like did me no help, no favors whatsoever. And then yeah, I think I spent like 6 hours not noticing that my mic quality and my audio quality just straight up sucked. So even if you put me at 100%, it still sounds like I'm whispering. So I don't know about you guys, but I want to go back and restream aquarium again. Like I said, I love Minato Aqua. But I've already done an aquarium stream already. But I feel like I want to do it again just to make up from the garbage stream that I did months ago. At least now I'm in a better position from where I'm at streaming because my mic quality is great. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely take it into consideration for sure. Hopefully if I find a good day, I'll definitely do it again. Otherwise, if not, there are a bunch of other visual novels that I want to stream. Not just Nekopara. Like if you know the visual novels Princess Evangel, If My Heart Had Wings, Maitetsu, I want to do those as well. But yeah, I definitely want to go back to revisit aquarium again because that was literally one of the first like streams that I did like in full. That's not Holocure. Literally the first stream that I did was Holocure. But again, my mic quality was terrible. And you could just hear my audio of Holocure. That's it. And then of course, like don't count me out. I also want to stream out DDR, Dance Dance Revolution in the Groove ITG as well. Because if you've seen some of my former streams in the past, I've done some hololive charts. And I'm hoping to do more. As well as like do more Vocaloid stuff, and like maybe even touch MLP unless if they decide to take the stream down because of copyright or whatever. But surprisingly, the last hololive DDR stream that I did actually stayed up the entire time through. Like there were no copyrights or whatever, so I was really surprised on that. So I might continue to do hololive stuff. Otherwise, if not, I want to shift over to Vocaloid. Those are like my two favorite things at the moment, Vocaloid and hololive. And when it comes to Japanese stuff, those are like my go-tos when it comes to Japanese like stuff. When it comes to Japanese culture and content, I still need to watch that Miku movie too. I don't play Project Sekai, but I really want to watch that movie. At least I'm caught up with the lore of everything too, because like for me, I only like play it because of the rhythm game aspects to it. I do not care about gacha stuff. It's sort of the reason why I don't play Blue Archive as well, like I mentioned earlier, but I follow the lore. So, unless if I just play like rhythm games all the way through, then I'm cool with that too. Like I've streamed Felipe Fire 18. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I definitely streamed Project Diva in the past, Future Tone. So, if you guys don't know about this too, like you know how like sometimes when like actually Yofi just recently streamed Project Diva too. The difference between their streams and the stream that I did though is that I had a custom controller that's literally made for the arcade. So it's called the Divaler. If you know the layout of the controller, so it's like a triangle, a square, an X, and a circle, right? And so it's like 4 giant buttons and you're just pressing them while you're playing the actual Project Diva game. And then you have a little slide bar on the top so you could slide your fingers left and right on it. I literally showcase myself. Oh, Gura fell over. No, I can't reach you. Gura down. Hold on 1 second. Let me go get her. There we go. Shark down, shark back. There we go. Say something, Gura. She said, ah. But yeah, so I streamed it on my PlayStation 4. And then I had the camera. Thank you. I had the camera positioned towards the controller, but because I didn't know that you could also stream your PS4 on OBS, now it's gonna be easier for me. So now you could hear what I'm saying as well as watching what I'm playing on my controller, and then watch the rhythm game screen at the same time. English is so hard. Gosh, now I know how Gura feels from time to time. But yeah, that was definitely a fun game that I'd really love to go back and visit again. Otherwise, if not, like I played like the games that I want to play, like Ridge Racer, Twisted Metal Small Brawl. Actually, there's a recent game that I played. It's called Tycho RC Assault with a Battery. It's remote control cars. That's like a racing game on the PS1. And then I also mentioned on that stream as well, if whoever was interested in it too, those RCs that were in the game, I would actually do a live stream of me using the actual real life RC cars because I own all of them. As an adult buying them, yeah, I have money to spend. There we go. I'm getting way off topic now. I said I was supposed to focus on just like hololive stuff and like VTuber stuff, but I got way too sidetracked. It's okay. It's my stream. I do whatever I want. But yeah, I've done like so many things that I wanted to do, but then again, there's so many things that I really want to do as well. I mentioned this in my Mume stream too. I want to do a karaoke, but the thing that I'm scared about is copyright. Sort of like what I mentioned earlier. I hope to God that the Nashi Mume stream is back on her channel. I don't even care if they either clip the parts out of that of the stream, or they just like mute that part in general. Just as long as the stream's back up, I'll be happy. But no, the only way you could see now is through archives. So I hope they don't do the same thing with Gura too. But I want to do a karaoke stream. Again, maybe just like unarchive it, just like what the other girls do. But like I said before, earlier when I mentioned about my favorite hololive song, that's not technically hololive, it's Cassiopeia. Again, the ending to Miento Aqua's visual novel Aquarium. I want to sing that song. Do my own take, my own cover of that in Japanese, and my version in English. So that, it just plays off. Sort of like how like the artist Yoasobi does a Japanese version of their song and then an English version of their song. I sort of want to do it that way. But then again, I just gotta find the right opportunity to, because I'm afraid of like, the stream being muted, or like my stream being cut because of like copyrights or like takedowns or whatever. That's the thing that made me hesitate on like streaming in the first place, because for a guy who loves to sing, it's hard for me to do stuff like that because of the strict guidelines that they provide, especially when it comes to music in general. I hope I'm able to do that in the future, because if I can't like do it on Twitch, I want to do it on YouTube, but I think I could do it on Twitch. It's not going to stay up, obviously, but, just for fun. Because I love to sing, too. Like I mentioned before, when it comes to, like, listening to Gura Mume sing, they're my favorite singers when it comes to hololive English. Very big inspirations why I also still love to sing to this day, too. Not just because of, like, them, too. Of course, I love Vocaloid stuff, so like especially Hatsune Miku, Kagimine Rin, those two are my favorite Vocaloids of all times. Kasane Teto as well, but also leading to my childhood as well, because I was the kid that loves to sing. I was shy at first, but whenever someone gave me a mic, I started to gain the confidence when it comes to singing. So like anytime I'm Filipino, right? Anytime we go to like a Filipino party or whatever, and they always have karaoke, they always find me and they always want me to sing a song. That's how much um I felt like I impacted like my family and like other friends who are Filipinos, just because like of my passion for singing. It's not the path that I took. I took psychology, but um, it's something that I also really want to do because I've told others too. The reason why I love to sing is because you get to play with your voice. So you have the way how you could sing high, you have the way you could sing low, and then you could sing like different varieties of songs in different styles. That's why my favorite singer in hololive is Ayunda Risu, because you could differentiate between her voice anytime she sings a certain song, um, as well as like versus her streaming in general. So like her streaming voice sounds a lot different than her singing voice. Sort of the same thing as Sakamata Chloe. The first time I've heard her sing, I was like, "Is that really her?" And dang, she took me aback. I love singers like that, where they're able to like do different stuff with their voices. I feel like that's something that I want to do too, especially when it comes to like not only that, but I also love. I hate to admit this, but like elongate notes as long as possible. Take for example, Amane Kanata's 28-second hold when she sang Memphisto during her live or whatever that was, and then she was completely out of breath when she sang that. I tried singing that myself. I actually lasted as long as I could with her. The full 28 seconds. The thing for me though is that I couldn't like go higher and higher like what Kanata did. I just remained consistent on that same note the full 28 seconds. That I sort of shocked myself on that too, because like the longest I could go without like taking a breath is like 10 seconds. And then to hold it out for a full on 28 seconds, I'm like, good gracious me. That's the power of my voice. Dang. Then again, like for me, I tend to be shy and introverted, but I feel like I'm a guy that has a really loud voice. I don't know if you guys could like pick that up in my voice or whatever. But oh, crud. Then again, I don't mind sharing my personal life too, because for me, I'm the guy that's like really shy and introverted, especially back in the day. I used to be a lot chubbier. Like you see like my fat folds and like whatsoever, but my comfort during that time, especially that like I didn't have like friends to talk with, it was singing. So to go back and like go like sing with my family because they were a huge inspiration on me to sing in the first place. My mom, my dad, whenever they were singing like Journey, ABBA, or like because they're Filipino, they taught me some Tagalog songs, and I know how to sing a couple Tagalog songs. It helped me branch out to learn about like different styles of music too, and like not just like the popular mainstream music that you would listen to, but other different like songs as well. Like I said before, the Wiggles was also a really big inspiration on why I love singing today. So I love to go back and like do karaoke on like maybe just Wiggle songs. Thomas the Tank Engine, they have a bunch of songs too. I love singing those songs as a kid. And then leading up into like even up this moment, MLP, My Little Pony also had some songs. I love singing theirs. Vocaloid, when I transitioned over from My Little Pony to Hatsune Miku, I started learning more about her different songs, and I know how to sing some of the songs from memory. If you know the song Cantarella, that's probably like my go-to Vocaloid song that I could probably sing on the spot. And then of course today hololive, because there are a lot of original bangers out there, and I love majority of their original songs. Their covers are great too, don't get me wrong. But again, like I mentioned before, man, it's just something about their originals that are just so freaking good, man. Like I mentioned before, Cassiopeia from Minato Aqua's visual novel. Hands down, my favorite song of all times of hololive. I don't even care if it's from Enneagram. I still think that's my favorite song in hololive. If you could impact me to sing in English from a Japanese song, then you know you're doing something right. Like I said before, I'm gonna take it as it is. So stick with my guns and just sing those type of songs. But then again, like I said, it can just vary all the way through, which is why I'm like happy I'm able to like branch out to like different artists too. So I don't really know many popular artists today, but for me it's like old school. Like for me, I grew up with if I could remember off the top of my head, besides ABBA and Journey from my parents, and of course like the stuff that I just mentioned earlier too, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, although I don't really know much of hers. Maroon 5. I feel like Goatee is somebody that I used to know. Oh, good gracious. There are a bunch of other songs that probably that just like are stuck in my head, but I just can't remember like who sung them and what the song title was. Dang. But yeah, that's my. Oh gosh, literally just like right now, I just got it and it's just gone. Jeez. Why am I pulling a Gura? Hey there, Delilah. Plain White Tees. That's one. Bad Day by Daniel Powder. How to Save a Life by The Fray. Oh my god. A little bit of Michael Jackson, but I don't think he counts. Because that's way before my time. Gosh. Who else? Swedish House Mafia. There we go. I was trying to remember. Swedish House Mafia and Don't You Worry Child. There we go. That was the name of the song. Happy, Pharrell Williams. Like, my list could go on and on. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Those are majorities that I know. But yeah, hopefully one day I could do a karaoke stream of doing those songs in particular. But again, it just depends. If my stream gets taken down, then there's less likely a chance that I'll ever do a stream like that again. But then again, if I could get away by playing DDR songs, and especially playing copyrighted no, I'm not gonna say that. If I end up playing those type of charts and they bypass through, then I guess I have a chance. But at the same time too, I'm not gonna keep it up on the channel like forever or whatsoever, because the last couple streams that I have, that's not this one at the moment, I know those ones are going to be gone. I know the Mume one's going to be gone on Sunday. So by the time that stream is gone, I mean that stream is a VOD currently on YouTube, so, and it's going to be the same with this one too. I was just sort of surprised that I went a lot longer than I thought. I might go longer on this one than the Mume stream because I'm just like blabbering right now. But hey, at least you get to learn more about me, my personal life, so there you go. So it's not just like VTubers for me. I love a variety of things. So if you guys are interested in the stuff that I talked about, let me know. I'd be happy to talk about that. But if you guys want me to just focus more on VTubers, especially on this stream, yeah, I'm just going to focus on that as well. In fact, I'm on my current personal YouTube channel right now, so I want to see who else is on right now, just to see. Oh yeah, there are a bunch of clips. I definitely see that, especially when it comes to Gura, Inan, Callie, and Kiara. Oh gosh, emotional stuff, huh? Like I said, I didn't see the relay between all of Myth earlier, so oh man, but I bet there were a bunch of tears at the final relay for all 4 members. I'm guessing it was Gura's Uno stream. Yeah, I think that was Gura's Uno stream. Because at least they were in their original outfits too. Ooh. I don't know if you know the YouTube channel Kanseifoo, so Kanseifoo, Has one of the coolest like animation. Oh, like, I don't know if it's like they like animate stuff, but it's like the MMD style of hololive, but they turn it into like yakuza fight scenes. So like they just uploaded a video of like Aqua versus Oli. Um, I gotta check that out later on. Ooh, Blue Horizon. Okay. Okay, so there's also a channel that I follow that does like uh step mania step charts, so like the charts and songs that I do for like DDR and stuff. They made one for Blue Horizon, so for a song by Gawr Gura, so I'm gonna be checking that out as well and put that on my list. Do you guys know this streamer and YouTuber? I can't pronounce his name. I think it's Wiki, Hwikky. They just did a stream by ascending Gura off at the beach. Interesting. I gotta check that out later. Oh, Guitar Hero stuff. Haven't seen that but Miori Celeste. Okay, Penguin Zero. That was like one of the more obvious ones. Phew. What? Dang. Toei firing entire One Piece anime team immediately. I don't know if that's clickbait or if it's true or whatever, but dang. Dang. Oh, Fuumoka's live. Well, I guess that's something. Wait, what are they doing right now? Oh, they're just chilling. Okay, so be it. Oh my gosh. Hollow Myth with their collab on Minecraft back in 2020 versus 2025. Jeez. Let's see who else did that. I'm getting wrestling theme songs too. I just saw Shawn Michaels, if you know who he is. Oof, 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 oof. Well, to be fair though, if there's one thing that I really liked about Gura's graduation stream is that she finished on Ash again. Bunch of Gura clips now. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised on that. So, because the thing that I'm scared about is that they actually do take down Gura's stream like what they did with Mume's. So, Power Rangers. That's my brother's thing, but I also follow it too. Scott the Waz, if you know who he is. I'm also into Tekken. Well, not the current Tekken, but like I like to watch like other players play Tekken. Yeah, it's mostly just like clips and stuff. Gosh, Rosemi Lovelock from Niji Sanji En. She's the only Niji Sanji En member that I'm actually subscribed to. The rest I unsubbed. Let's see. Yeah, the rest I've pretty much like gone through already, or it's like, yeah, this mostly focusing on just like either the myth relays or like clips of Gura, and then oh, there's a silver. There's a Cinder video. Yep, honestly, I'm not surprised. Let's see. Anyone else talking about other stuff too? Not that I'm seeing at the moment. Can you beat Crash Team Racing without hitting a box? Maybe. That's another game that I also like to play besides Mario Kart. When it comes to kart racing games, it's either Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing. That's why I'm excited for Mario Kart World. The downside is that I'm not a fan of the prices. I'm probably gonna get it anyways, but like I said, I'm too broke right now to purchase myself or even pre-order. Gosh, there's a fly. To pre-order a Switch 2 for myself, but once I do get the opportunity, I'm for sure gonna get the game. But I'm on the side of people saying that Mario Kart's a little too expensive for it to be $80. That's why I was a bit let down from their Nintendo Direct stream or the Direct for the Mario Kart World stuff, because everything that they mentioned, they literally brought or they mentioned it either in past streams, either in the Treehouse event or whatever, or if like other YouTubers have posted clips about like the modes that they added into the game or like actual gameplay, then there was absolutely no point of having that direct. Good gracious. But again, it is what it is, so I'm still excited for the game, don't get me wrong, but I'm probably going to hold back on the game until then. At the same time, too, I'm a person that loves to collect physical media, and then learning that if you do get physical media, it's still technically digital. My friend said you look a lot like Elliot Rogers when he watches your stream. Yeah, I know who Elliot Roger is. I'm honestly, I'm very familiar with him. Trust me. I don't. I know I'm definitely not him. That's one thing's for sure. But dang. Tell your friend that's really funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. In a weird way. Thank you. That's really funny. By the way, I took your. I don't know if you were with me earlier, Fart Chart, but I did. My thoughts on like who would I believe the next graduated member would be for each gen. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about my thoughts on who each member of each gen of. Oh God, I can't speak English. Who I would believe would graduate next in each gen of hololive. So all the way from like all of Japanese gens, Indonesia, and English. I literally gave my thoughts on who I think each member of each group would graduate next. And I trust me in this, I did agree with you on your take on Crony. So I'll give you credit where credit's due, man. Trust me, like that chat message that you sent last time, thankfully I was able to find it. So, and then it gave me an idea of why I want to talk about it in this stream as well. So thank you for that suggestion from last time. So I appreciate that. But for now, I'm literally just like going through like my personal stuff and seeing what I have here. Because I'm trying to see like all the different stuff that I'm seeing right at the moment, and like if there's anyone that's like talking about like other VTuber stuff that's not like, you know, like drama or like Gawr Gura's graduation or whatever. Then again, I'm not subbed to a majority of the Niji Sanji clippers now because of the controversies with Selentatsuki, so all I know is that Ike Evelyn is gone. And it's weird. He doesn't even have a full-on graduation stream. He's just straight up gone. That sounds like a termination to me, but I don't know. But as I said before, as long as he takes care of his mental health, that's all that matters. To be fair, I was also jealous that he had a chance to collaborate with Hatsune Miku on his I think it was his birthday. Dang. Speaking of, yeah, Ike Evelyn graduates. Niji Sanji deletes. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. They deleted everything on his channel too. Good gracious. I completely forgot about that. So I don't know if that really is a termination or graduation or whatsoever. But to me, that sounds like a termination. If everything gets wiped out from your channel, especially from like the corporate side of things, and it's and it's a termination, that does make sense. Oh, Narissa's on. They're probably talking about like coping and stuff, like the same thing with Mumi a couple days ago. And then for if someone were to be graduated and then have all their videos removed, I don't really understand how that makes sense. I know for some past Niji Sanji members, before the whole debacle happened with Solan Tatsuki and whatsoever, I know that some of the final VODs have been deleted or like archived, or not archived, privated, but not like showcased in full or whatsoever. Like if you guys know who Mika Melatika is, she was one example. Like if you go back to her channel, Niji Sanji, all of her videos are gone, or majority of her videos are gone, I should say. Pomu Rainpuff was another example. I think she still has her stream up. I don't know. Otherwise, if they got rid of it, I'm not surprised. It's Niji Sanji. They're different from hololive, so. But if hololive were to do something like that, I'd be a little more shocked. Unless if the talent requests that they take down all the videos, then that makes sense. But if I'm not mistaken, for like this Niji Sanji one for Ike Evelyn's quote unquote graduation, they didn't mention anything about Ike like removing all of his content whatsoever. It's literally just Niji Sanji just like nuking all of his videos and all of his live streams from his channel. Then again, I wonder if this is still because of like the controversies of last year with Solan Tatsuki, or if it's like something else in general. I don't know. Because yeah, it's been over a year like whatsoever, but I feel, I'm not gonna lie, I sort of feel bad for him. Especially if he's like still going through this long of like streaming, and honestly, I don't know. I'm just hoping all the best for him. No need for him to like, I was gonna say something very, very, very negative, but I'm gonna hold back on that. Ooh. Sand Planet. Ooh. Yes. Sand Planet. One of my favorite Vocaloid songs of all times. I use that as my wrestling entrance. If you know, you know. But it is what it is. Vestia Zeta's got a cover lined up. Cool. Gawr Gura. Roboka-san! Nice to see her there. I'm wondering, wait, Gartic Phone, who's she playing with? Me no speak no Japanese. Google Translate Senpai, help me out, please. Let's see. What's... Oh, she's playing with her listeners. Okay. I see. But again, those are pretty fun too, depending on who's the one hosting the stream as well. And depending how well you draw. I'm not an artist. I cannot draw for crap. I can't draw perfect circle. Then again, they say that nobody can, but man, I'm going to be the messiest circle out there. Then again, my handwriting is terrible. Like, you know how like they say that Chloe has really bad handwriting? It's the same with me in English, so... Like, I literally been told by my English teachers that I literally have doctor's handwriting. That's how bad it is. They cannot see what I'm writing whatsoever. Good gracious me. But hey, it is what it is. Cool. 9:30. Again, yeah, I'm surprised. I actually streamed longer in this stream than I did with Mume's. And shockingly, like I mentioned before, Gura's stream was only 26 minutes. No, her graduation was only 26 minutes. Mume's was 40 minutes. Like I said, that bumped it down on my personal rankings list. But like I said, if that's what she wants, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. So, oh guys, I think my family members are coming home. Yeah, scratching against the door. Yep, they're here. So you know what? I think I'm gonna call it quits for today too. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate the new followers and the new commenters too. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the fun laughs too. Like I said, Gura may be gone, but continue to support her in her next life. Okay. Again, do the same thing for Mume and Shion too if you support them as well. And just keep enjoying the things you love. Okay. In the meantime, if I don't stream again anytime soon, for sure it will be Wednesday, 7 p.m. same time. Okay, guys? I don't know what I'll be streaming. Probably reacting to another WWE Evolve episode. But if you guys want me to play a hololive game, or if you want me to actually go back and stream Aquarium again, I'll do so. I think my chat will be open in my Twitch channel anyway. So if you guys want to leave suggestions there, or if you want to troll me, whatever, I don't care. No, just kidding. I'll leave suggestions to you guys, okay? In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me. I'm definitely going to be posting this on YouTube after I'm done with this. So if you want to catch up with me later on, if you want to have more comments or whatsoever, go ahead and go there. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll catch you guys next stream. Take care, guys. And don't forget to cope. And especially with Gura today, if she's your Oshi, take your time, okay? You'll be fine. I promise. If I could do the same thing with Aqua and Chloe, you guys could do the same thing with Gura, okay? Take care, guys.